how it works if I want to drop the charges and take off the restraining order. Like, do you know how it works? Do you have any ideas? Can you help me out with that? So obviously, I don't know. So I just said, well, I guess you'd have to go there and like and go to the police and explain and da da da. And she says, okay, I just thought maybe you knew more about it. And I said, not really. So then I said, I said, let me look into it. So then I hang up and I call the police again. I pretended to be just like I have a friend who pressed charges and has like wants to remove the charges because she felt like she was kind of jealous and crazy and what I mean. And so what would be the procedure? So they said, well, she can come. She could only come at 8 o'clock the next morning though. Like she wouldn't have been able to go that night because it was like 9 o'clock at night. She can come. She fills out a statement, like kind of saying she's retracting the charges, but it's not like it's going to be up to, I guess, the prosecutor or the crown to decide. It doesn't mean just because she wrote that it's done, but So then I hang up with the police.
But once you write that, they know she's fucked up.
Of course. Okay. So then, so then I hang up with the police and I'm like, listen, I can't write all of this in a text. I said, Nader, can I call Chantal? I want to call her, with my phone, obviously. Because I'm more of a like talk on the phone kind of person, like shit like this, like, So then I called her and I went in my bedroom and I mean, Nader could hear me and stuff. I know he coughed on purpose because he wanted her to hear. And so I just explained it to her and she's like, oh, okay. So, wow. Okay. So I can't go tonight then. I said, no. And I said, it all depends, Chantal, on what you're going to tell. I mean, if you're going to go in there and just say, I want a restraining order to be taken down, then his charges are still there. That makes no sense. But the police that told me that they're both together. Restraining order and charges are together. If there's conditions on the charges that were done, you can't just drop one. You know what I mean? So I explained to her that all depending on what you say, you understand that, Chantal. Like you have to say, you don't say it happened, but like, or it did happen, but you have to go there and say, I was crazy, I was nuts, I was under the influence, I was that jealous ex, like whatever you need to do. But that's the only way, because she's like, I really don't want all this shit in my head before I go to Cuba. And I don't plan on going to court at all. I don't want any of this. I don't want to see the worst. Yeah, I don't want him anything bad to happen to him. And obviously, she obviously wants to see him, right? Like that's also one of the reasons. Yeah, well, let me finish the whole story. So then anyway, I explained all that to her, and then I said, well, keep me posted. I realized that I acted like a complete idiot, and that's why I stopped talking about you guys now online, because she realizes it. And she realizes that she was actually going crazy and gone nuts and all this. So I said, okay, good. And she's like, no, now I want to do the mature, responsible thing. And okay, but I'm listening to her, but in my mind, I'm still like, she could still switch any moment, right? So I said, okay, keep me posted. I said, I hope, I'm not telling you the words to say. You know how to do the right thing because you know in your heart if you did it or not. And I'm woman to woman. I'm not going to tell you, drop the charges if he did fucking sexually assault you, if he did fucking kidnap you, if he did, you know what I mean? So I said, just do the right thing. Do what you know is right. So she said, okay, I'll keep you posted. Then the next day, she was telling me that she went to, she had things to do during the day. She was going to go in the afternoon and whatever. And then she did. And then she sent me 2 voice messages. She said she filled out the statement at the police saying, and this basically saying that she did this. The whole sexual assault thing was not really sexual assault. It was just rough sex. And she said that she was just basically under the influence. The day that she went to the police, she said she was under the influence. She was on a lot of, so she wrote all this in a statement. That's what she wrote in her voice message. And, but like they said to her, like, you have this, we have it, it's signed. But again, it's going to be the decision of so all that's done. Plus she's not going to show up in court. So, like it's good on him. Like it's good for him. So then after that, I said, yeah, keep me posted. She says, now we just have to wait for the crown. If I hear anything, I'll let you know. I said, okay, let me know. That was the last thing we heard from that. And then today, or was it yesterday or today, you saw the messenger? Yesterday he got a message on Messenger from this weird name, Kalista, and basically, hi, how are you? I'm from Montreal. Can we meet? Maybe we can have a drink alone, just you and I. So Nader right away was like, what?
Have drink after that. Since she starts, we can meet tomorrow. I'm very fan of you, whatever. I can pick you up if you want. Since I can pick you up if you want, I tell her this is Chantal.
He knew it was Chantal right away, just by the way she was writing. So then he pretended, like now in his head, he's like, okay, I know this is Chantal. So he pretends to write like, you know, you don't have anybody. I don't kind of believe you, and I don't, you know, because he tried to call and there's no answer. She said, I can't video call. So then he's like, what do you mean you can't video call?
Video call and you want to meet with me?
And you want to meet with me? Why am I going to meet with you if you can't video call, right? So then the paragraph comes up. This is Chantal's friend, which we know it's not Chantal's
no,
friend.
listen, I'm Chantal's friend.
No, listen, I'm Chantal's friend.
Listen, Chantal's friend. This is Chantal. The way to talk to.
Yeah. So she wrote, no, listen, I'm Chantal's friend. And what else did she write?
She tell you she don't like anything bad happening to you.
She doesn't want anything bad happening to you.
Tell you that I know you don't allow to contact me with her, but you allowed to contact with me.
Yeah, and that she loves him, and she wants to know that she loves him, and she regrets she regrets what everything that happened, and she wants him to know this before she goes to Cuba.
I tell her, welcome back.
I mean, the good thing is she did go to the cops, and she did do that. So now we're like waiting. We're like, what do we
but
think?
This, what she write down in the police station, this will make the case done, or the still gonna fucking.
Well, I mean, if she doesn't show up in court and there's that, I don't see how you can go to jail for that.